My husband, he's earning, his wages is £151 per week.
Okay, thank you. Arnab, what do we need
depending on how long they're showing the willing to stay in UK, because 151 per week means in a month roughly about, is it 151? I consider it as a net income, not the gross income, after tax and deductions. So 151 make it to a total of £600, and there is on support of £9,000 from back home. But also the point raises here that what also the visitors doing. It is not necessarily that you are providing a bulk amount at one point and you can't justify what is your financial source of income. Maybe the person is in job or maybe in self-employment business. These matters should be clarified before you apply, and if it seems to me fine, because £9,000 is there as a saving, £600 the constant income. The accommodation seems to be 3 bedrooms, which is three children in one room can be shared, and another room can be for the husband and wife, but the other room can be used for the guest. Now the question here is how big is that room, and whether that can sufficiently accommodate 3 people or not. But on the face of it, if it is for 1 month, it should not be any question on that. But again, I stress on that their financial position has to be clarified, whether they're in job or in self-employment. This matter has to be clarified very clearly.
So generally,
yes,
and there's good reason why they will return back to their home country.
Yes, and also the savings. Now you are putting it just 1 month, £9,000. That raises a lot of questions. They think maybe someone has put it in your bank account to show suddenly that money is there. So if it is in your bank account sitting there for 6-7 months, that's actually much better. But again, I'm saying you need to clarify the source of income very clearly.
Okay, and a lot of immigration changes and the fees are still high. What determines the fees?
I do believe that every time they change the form, they suddenly heighten the fees a little bit. Like this time, from today, you got all the set forms changed. So it's a very important information for the viewers that those who are applying under any settlement category, they should download the new form. However, there is a transition period they are providing up to 18th of November. They still would consider under the old version of the forms. But it is advisable then, if you are making a new application, download the new forms. So when the Home Office changes any form, that actually increase some of the fees, because in order to change the form, it is presumably they have to do some work, and that increase the fees basically. And about the new rules, yes, from 28th October some new rules have been introduced, and which will be in effect very soon. The notable changes I can discuss is about visitor visa. The visitors can now do a course of study, which is any course not exceeding 30 days, and the course is not English language course. So any recreational course visitor wants to do here, coming here, even the business visitors, they can do it.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, next caller, what's your name and where are you calling from? Assalamu alaikum.
Siddiqui.
Okay, go ahead with your question.
My question is, what's the requirement for visiting visa? You know, if just I want to sponsor someone to visit me.
Is it family? Is it friend? What sort of connection?
He's my uncle.
Okay, so sponsoring your uncle to the UK.
Yeah.
I would like to know what is his status, immigration status. Based on that.
Mine?
Yes.
I got nationality, British nationality.
Okay. So if you have a British nationality and you are inviting your uncle, then
Yes.
definitely you can apply for a family visit visa. Uh, the best thing to do is to clear to the Home Office your financial situation, your uncle's financial situation, either in form of a self-employment or employment, and your solicitor can advise you how to do the evidence
Yeah, like
gathering on that.
I'm self-employed, but is there any certain amount of money or something he have to show in his bank account as well?
No, there is no such certain amount. What they would see the certainty of your income, not the certain amount.
Okay.
How regular you are earning, and the person you are bringing in, he has a clear chance of going back, so that the roots and the links back home. This is the thing they would be considering, whether you have a sufficient accommodation for him or not.
Uh-huh.
This particular points need to be stressed in your application.
Okay, thank you very much for that
Thank
call. Next caller, assalamu alaikum. Where are you calling from?
Walaikum salam. I'm calling from Yorkshire.
Okay, go ahead with your question.
I just had a quick question. My brother got his nationality last year, but he's got children from his first marriage in Pakistan. How would he call them over here to UK?
How old are the children?
So the youngest is 5. He's got one that's 8 and one that's 13.
So 5, 8 and 13.
Yes.
Okay, and did he have indefinite leave for 1 year, or how long has he had indefinite leave?
Right, so his first marriage didn't work out. He got married again. He's had the indefinite stay for 2 years, and then he's got his nationality last year.
Okay, right. So
So the kids were born before he came to UK, basically.
what's the situation with the children if the parent becomes British?
The parent becomes British. I would like to know that when all the children were born, were they British or
5,
settled?
8 and 13 back home.
Yes,
Yeah.
but my question is,
So the children were born before he got his nationality, before he got his British stay.
before his settlement,
Yes.
indefinite leave to remain.
Yes.
Okay, so in that case, if they are born after the indefinite leave to remain has been obtained, then they are not automatically British. Then you have to lodge in the particular British High Commission an settlement an entry clearance application, and for that, obviously, the father needs to prove that he is the sole responsibility of the children's upbringing is lying with him. This is a very important point, and I have seen in my experience that many people missed out that point. And what it requires, it should be coming in form of any sort of court order, or I would like to know where the mother is, and if the mother is in UK, the application is fairly simple in that case. But
No, the mother is in Pakistan. I was just wondering what visa he needed.
they can apply for settlement application for the children. That is because the father is settled here, is a British. They can apply for settlement application as the children.